Hey guys, Jeremy Lafrentz with Backstage Entertainment, hanging out here again at Vans Warped Tour, Thursday, August 4th. Rob from Enter Shikari. Rob, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Talking about the Vans Warped Tour, you guys are on tour. We got a week and a half left or so of the tour.
Yep.
How has the tour been going so far?
It's been going great. We're actually on the longest stretch without a day off now at the moment. I think it was like 13 shows in a row. And it's getting pretty grueling, especially it being in this heat every day. But no, I mean, it's great. You know, the audiences are really good.
Yep.
We're getting fed well. Barbecue's all fun.
Yep.
We actually, a couple of days ago, it was 2 guys on our bus. It was their birthdays on the same day,
really?
So we had a big party.
Okay.
Got pretty messy.
What is a typical Warped Tour day like for you guys? I mean, and you're doing press right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of, it's kind of a routine repetition. There's press, a signing, and then gig.
Okay.
Like, not necessarily in that order, but they're all kind of usually spread out, so there's always something coming up. You're never like sitting in your bus for hours,
right,
getting really bored.
Right.
But it does kind of get a little bit monotonous when, you know, it's the same thing every day, same routine. But we try and mix it up and make each day a little bit different for ourselves.
Yeah. Talk about the band, Enter Shikari.
Yeah.
How did that name come to be for the band?
Well, it was Shikari is an Indian word, well, one of many Indian languages.
Right.
It means hunter, and it was basically the name of Rao's, our singer's uncle's boat. Well, he had a few boats, like a fleet of fishing boats, called Shikari 1, 2 and 3 and stuff. So that's where we first heard it. We just thought it was kind of cool, bit mysterious, didn't
right,
you know, it was quite kind of worked with what we were at the time. And just stuck Enter on the front, really.
Right. I mean, where's all the band members from? And I guess
we're all from the same town,
okay,
St Albans, Hertfordshire, just north of London.
Okay, okay. And then for the people out there that haven't heard like your most recent album or anything, talk about that.
Well, I've actually just recorded another album out in Thailand.
Coming up here, huh?
Yeah, but that's not going to be released until January. But yeah, it's basically just big sounds, big beats, heavy riffs. Like, there's a lot of melody in it. It's a lot of sort of ups and downs, curves, angles, like everything you could want out of an album.
Go all over the spectrum, huh?
Basically, yeah, yeah.
Well, that's good. You get a variety, you get more fans that way, huh? All
Nice.
right. Now, Rob, next thing we're going to do, we got our Backstage Entertainment, the BSE box. You're going to draw some questions here. Some of our fans from our Facebook page submitted some. You can get your questions in there too.
Let's do it.
Let's see. And what do we got here?
What do you enjoy most about being in the band? It's a shame it doesn't say who it's from, but I'd say traveling, getting to travel, and like we've been to places around the world that I'd never been able to visit if it wasn't for the bands. That and getting up on stage in front of your fans and getting to rock out and people enjoying it and really getting a buzz from it and feeding off the excitement and intensity from the audience. That's a big, one of the best things.
It's got to be a pretty big thrill just being on stage and playing for the people.
Like knowing that it's your music that everyone's here, come to see here, and it's just, yeah. It's intense. It's good.
Yep. We got things happening all around us. Everybody's just shouting
what's going on. Big cheers going off.
Exactly. All right, we'll go over another question here.
Do it. If you could learn to play any other instrument you don't already play, what would you play? Piano, hands down, easily. I think, piano is probably my favourite instrument after the drums. Just think, if you can really master the piano, then you know you can really master all music.
Yeah,
so
it's got to be a pretty hard instrument to learn, I bet. But all right, let's
try
that
one.
Yep, I'll take that one. We'll try for another one here.
All right. What's this? What has been your worst job?
Yep.
Well, I worked in Woolworths back in England. That was pretty bad. Our floor manager, was a complete bitch, and she was like, it was horrible. We just got shat all over. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I was hired. I thought I was hired as full-time staff, but then after Christmas, there was a list of names of everyone that got fired because you were only temporary staff, and I was very pissed off about that.
So Make the cut, huh?
And it was weird. Like I couldn't talk to her without her just staring at my crotch. It was one of the weirdest things. Like she was this big, fat, old, like mid to late 30s. Oh, I don't even want to. I don't want to be reminded about it, to be honest. They were bad days. So yeah, working in Woolworths.
All right, we'll go for one more. Let's see if we can get a good one.
Let's get a good one. And what have we got here? What has been your worst food experience?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Well,
anything like maybe when you came to the U.S. that didn't agree with you right away or anything?
I don't know, magic mushrooms are always pretty dirty. There was just one thing. Every time I go to a different place, I try and experience like all the food I can. Yep. You know, I'm quite an adventurous kind of guy. So when we were in Japan, we had these little things that it was fish reproductive organ.
Ooh.
So yeah, and it basically looked like a little bollock,
okay,
like a little testicle. And when you put it in your mouth, that's kind of what you'd imagine it being as well, because it kind of bursts and. Oh no, it was pretty grim. I wouldn't recommend it.
That sounds of that. I don't even want to go near it. So.
Yeah.
All right, and then for just the fans out there, for them to know, where can they go to find out more about Enter Shikari?
EnterShikari.com.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that easy. Or we've got a Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, all the big boys.
I got all your links on your website.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
yeah.
EnterShikari.com. Once again, this is Rob. Check out their music, guys. Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.